Tobias. Thank you. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Ivy Park on this, the first May Day celebration for our community. Give yourselves a hand. It's a lovely day. With me is my bodyguard, Tobias Stoneface. One can't be too careful after that Lincoln incident. You know what I mean? Too soon. All right. I'd like to start about telling you a little about myself. My name is Reeve James Mars, and all right, sorry. Mayor James Mars, but you can call me Jimmy. You may know me and my brother Arthur from our trading company, Mars Brothers. You may also know my son, who's making quite a name for himself as a singer-songwriter, Bruno Mars. Keep at it, you lad. You'll make it one day. But more important than who I am is what I can do for you. This city and its citizens are some of the greatest that I have come to know. From the Minnetonka Hotel to the Steelhead Ranch, from the Fraser River all the way to the Pitt River. I believe, together, we can make this community one of the top trade destinations in the world. Now, I am a stickler for the rules, and there's a lot to talk about prohibition. Now, just because I'm a Scot doesn't mean I like to drink, but I do a little, just a wee. However, intemperance will not be tolerated. So if you have found yourself to have misplaced your sensibilities, you'll find yourself in my jailhouse, or as I like to say, behind the Mars bars. Now, it's not possible for me to do all these things on my own. We are going to need a team of professionals to help us along the way. The first man I'd like to introduce is our new fire chief, all the way from Idaho, Mr. R.J. Edwards. Mr. R.J. comes highly recommended, and I'm excited for the fire safety tips.
Fire? Is there fire?
No, there's no fire.
No? Okay.
He's still a little high-strung after the big burn, apparently. All right. But he's really come to council with some great ideas, and he's going to like a fire under...
Fire?
No. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce Mr. R.J. Edwards.
Thank you, Mayor Mars and the citizens. I'm excited to be here. We have a great future ahead of us. We just got the brand new self-contained fire truck. Yeah. And even the city of Vancouver has had their eye on it. So if we ever need to sell it, we can just go to them. Yeah, I have everything. Oh, I'm going to put that down. It's okay. It's still lit, but that's okay. And then, yeah, I'm just excited for our future. And as soon as the new City Hall is built on Shaughnessy, we will be moving the fire hall into the old Kelly Hall Community Hall. So that's exciting for our future as well. I have everything under control. Don't worry about it. I'm good. I have it. Thank you.
I feel quite confident with him at the helm. The other thing we're going to do for this great city is build infrastructure, namely a new schoolhouse. Yeah, all right, yes, it's about time. To help us with that project, we've hired a consultant. Here he is. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Bob Swagswogler.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm very appreciative for that wonderful introduction. Isn't he a wonderful man? Another round of applause for the mayor. But he was right. What this town needs is a brand new schoolhouse. But not just any schoolhouse. Not a schoolhouse that'll be just like every other schoolhouse. You want a leader of the pack schoolhouse. A schoolhouse that's going to take off and beat the other schoolhouses should it ever come down to a street race, which I don't know why it would. This schoolhouse is going to be cutting edge. It's going to be state of the art. It's going to have not one, not two, not three, but 4 full classrooms. 4. What are you going to do with 4 classrooms, you ask? I don't know. Put children in 2 of them and leave the other 2 empty to accumulate value. That's what happens. That's what happens. The other thing, one of the other things about this amazing new schoolhouse, it has will have auto heat. What is auto heat, you ask? How does it work? Don't ask me, it just does. That's important. Children need to be warm when they're learning. Their numbers will go through the roof. The next thing about this cutting-edge, state-of-the-art schoolhouse, indoor plumbing. That's right. That's right. The children will learn when they don't have to go outside to do their business. That's fine. All right.
Now, this sounds like a state-of-the-art building. Now, this must cost a fortune. You'd have to be 100,000 here to afford it.
Oh, nonsense, nonsense. I am going to give you this schoolhouse for the... Wait for it, madam. Wait for it, madam. I like your gumption, however. This schoolhouse, I will give it to you for the low, low price of, say, $27,000.
I don't know about that. You know what? I'm going to employ the skills of my expert negotiator, Tobias. Tobias, please negotiate with that.
I'll take a hit on this one, Mayor. How about $19,000? That's 17, 6, 15, 14, 12, $11,847.
That's a great deal, it is. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Bart Hornswogler. Yes, all right. All right, in closing, I would like... All right, okay. I understand we have a small presentation from a young lad, or to a young lad and his mother, so please welcome them to the stage. That's cute. Oh, now what's your name, ma'am?
Agatha Ferguson.
Pleasure. Mwah. All right. Is there a Mr. Ferguson?
No, he passed away.
Oh, I see. And this shop little lad, what's your name, son?
Speak up.
Charlie.
Hi, sir. Hi, Mr. Mayor. My name is Charlie.
Charlie, what a good name, Charlie. That's good. All right. Now, Charlie, tell me, what do you like to do as a boy?
Oh, well, I especially like to be rolling a hoop down the street with a stick. That's probably my favorite thing to do, Mr. Mayor.
And how do you feel, Charlie, about our new schoolhouse, huh?
Oh, I'm very excited for that. I really want to be back in school, Mr. Mayor, sir, and learn.
That's great, great. And finally, Charlie, I got a question now. What do you aspire to be?
Aspire!
No, aspire. What do you want to be, Charlie, when you grow up?
I hope to be a mayor of this city like you.
Oh, that's cute. Adorable young man. Oh, sorry.
Tuberculosis.
The TB, yes, sorry. Well, strapping luck. We've got a little presentation for you, Charlie. On behalf of all the work you've done for volunteer, we've got a little medallion here for our city. Just put it on you here, lad. All right, there you go. There. All right, that one's a little heavy. It's got another one here. Miss more your speed there, Charlie. All right. There you be, lad. Oh. All right. Very nice. A big hand for Charlie and his mother, Mrs. Ferguson. All right. Good to see you. Good. Oh, yes. All right. Okay, Tobias. Thank you. Thank you. All right. In closing, I would... Oh, right, of course. I understand there's a few questions out there, and I even know... little Gregory Moore. I saw you skipping down the lane the other day. It's an adorable lad. Gregory, what would you like to know?
I'd like to know, is there a future in politics for some of us?
Oh, absolutely, young Greg. Absolutely. You know what? If you stay in school and do right by your mother and your father, one day you might be a mayor yourself. Probably not here, maybe like Maple Ridge or Pitt Meadows or something. But, yes. Great question. All right. Any other? Yes, you, sir. Back there.
I used to work across the railroad line. Is there anything you can do to make sure I get to work on time?
Great question. Yes, that pass is a real tricky one. You have to wait for the train. That's part of our 50-year plan. All right? Let me outline it here for you. So we'll build a new overpass, but not yet. Year 0 to 50, we do nothing. We just let the traffic build up, and then year 51, we build a brand new overpass. All right. Any other? Yes, Mrs. Ferguson.
Mr. Mayor, do you have any plans to build a lacrosse box?
Well, I don't really know what lacrosse is, although I hear the kids are really into it. But I'm a golf man myself. But yes, we are going to build a lacrosse box, and I have a feeling that it'll be around for a long time. Yes. All right. Yes. Oh, you came back, Fire Chief. All right, Mr. Edwards.
With the near completion of the Panama Canal and Panama fever at its highest, what do you think this means for the future of our city?
Well, I've never worried about getting the Panama fever myself. A shot of whiskey in the morning and a shot of scotch at night helps with that. But oh, it's not actually a real fever. So, but you raise a good point. With the almost completion of the Panama Canal, that is going to really light our city up as a trade destination, and we're looking forward to it. All right, yes. One last, yes.
I was wondering, do you have any ideas for a new name for the city, or are you going to keep Westminster Junction?
Oh, well, that's a great... I put this out to you, the citizens of this great city. What do you think the name should be?
Second story.
All right, duly noted.
Port Moody.
Okay, Port Moody. I don't think you get the...
Poco.
Poco, what? And what is Poco short for?
Port Coquitlam.
People... Port Coquitlam, is that what you said? Yeah. Oh, well, that's a great name. Absolutely. Oh, it's already Port Coquitlam. I don't know what out there. So, in closing... All right, okay. Let this, the most industrious and innovative, and I do say beautiful town, be hereby called Port Coquitlam. You can take our lives, but you will never take our freedom! Yes, thank you very much. Now, before I get back into my time machine, I would like to introduce, of course, your present mayor and council. A big round of applause for them. Thank you.
So as much as we're celebrating our 100th birthday right now, which is really exciting for our community, we need to also recognize our Coquitlam First Nations neighbors who have been here for thousands of years before us. And in 1859, Alexander McLean and his family came up here and were the first settlers in this area. And over the next 60 years, families came with them and pioneers came here until 1913 when we became, and I think the best part about our story is we broke free from Coquitlam and we've never looked back. The interesting part was James Mars, who you just met, was the Reeve of Coquitlam, which was the mayor of Coquitlam, and then became the mayor of Port Coquitlam, which was quite interesting, although his career didn't last too long. It only lasted another year. At that time in 1913, they planted 4 trees. And on April 18th, 1913, they planted the 4 trees to commemorate the event. A civic tree, a girl's tree, a boy's tree, and a women's tree. So 100 years later, we as the Port Coquitlam City Council will plant a community tree. At the time in 1913, they did have big plans for Port Coquitlam, and in the Coquitlam Star newspaper, it was quoted as talking about how this community was going to outgrow every other community around us, and it was going to be the center of Canada, as a matter of fact. So, as we move forward, we're going to plant this tree, and I think we're ready to move over there now. And if you would join us, that would be great. And then we're going to come back here for a tea at the Kinsman Hall. Thank you.
I'm here with Second Storey Theatre. They just performed a fabulous performance out here in Aggie Park. And we have the mayor from 1913 here. What's your name, sir?
My name is Mayor James Mars.
And Mayor James Mars, what were some plans that were developing in 1913?
Well, we've got a real big plan to make trade a destination here in Port Coquitlam. We're really excited about the completion of the Panama Canal. More importantly, we're going to plant a tree.
Planting a tree. Who else here is with you? Who do we have?
Well, we've got, of course, my bodyguard, Tobias Stoneface. We've got one of our lovely citizens here, Mrs. Ferguson.
Hi.
Her son, Charlie.
It's a pleasure.
And, of course, our council consultant, Bartholomew Shankswaggler.
How you doing? It's very, very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. Thank you. Hi.
Wow, you're really nice and friendly.
Oh, that's what they always say about me. That and cheap and thrifty is the good things. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And over here.
And this is our new Fire Chief, R.J. Edwards. We're really happy to have him on board.
New Fire Chief RJ.
Yes.
How much experience do you have fighting fires?
I have a lot. Not successful, but I see a bright future, though. I see a bright future, at least for the next 10 years. For sure. No fires. No.
Looks promising. Well, it was really nice to meet you all. You're all from Second Storey Theatre, I gather, and you came through a time machine.
Yeah, it's more of a wormhole, really, but it's a time-traveling device nonetheless.
All right, well, thank you for coming out today and celebrating the centennial.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.